as you compose these different microservices, you will get into the uh, the temptation from one microservice to call another microservice because you needed a piece of information that you know about, that you know about this other microservice has this piece of information and you want to get access to it, so you call it directly. If it allows you have direct calls available, maybe through some kind of public API. However, don't do that. Never call a microservice directly, and we'll see later why that is. And so I have seen absolutely horrible, um, big ball of muds, what was called by this organization microservices, which really wasn't at all. It was a big mess of service-oriented architecture with so many calls made to other microservices. So first, this is a big enter pattern. Don't do that. Don't call other microservices in your application directly. What you end up doing is like this. Over time, depending who's maintaining the system, multiple developers that come and go, maybe a different architect comes on to the organization, and they slightly make this exception here and there, and over time, these microservices will call other microservices. This causes so many issues, not just from a performance point of view, but how do you actually replace a microservice like this? How can I replace, say, this microservice here in the center? Because I know when you look at it, this big ball of mud here, this big mess, that other microservices are calling my microservices. So I might potentially, or I will most likely potentially break contracts on the APIs that I created, the dependencies on even when I can replace something like this. So there's so many headaches. So you don't want to go into that one. Avoid this at all costs possible. Don't let people tell you that they have a microservice architecture when they call each other. That's not a system that you want to maintain and to create. This is I would call this really a messy service-oriented architecture. It's not microservice architecture, for sure.